This is everybody's day. This is everybody's day. When I went to Agoiwoye, there's a church there, they call it Ijo. I saw one of their videos online because I went to look for their Facebook. They have Facebook page. It's not a hidden church. They have drum. Okay, I've heard of it before. I think their headquarters is in Lagos. They have drum. They have choir. They wear white. They dance. That's how they dance. Like the normal traditional dance. And it's not old people that go there. I mean, they are young people too. Just like you have Christ, Church of Christ. They have their own is Onumila. They have hymna. And they sing. Some of their songs look like our own, but it's Onumila that features in their own. If you meet those people, there is a tendency that they have mastered how Orunmila speaks. If a situation comes and they now ask you, what's God saying? And you don't know, it means you will have betrayed the living nature of your God. That's why you must be desperate that your walk with Jesus sponsors reality. God ordained reality. Don't be content with coming to church. That's not what Jesus died for. He didn't die so that you'll be coming for meetings. The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they may have life and have it abundantly. Imagine that your dog dies. Do you have dogs? You have one. You do. In school here. At home. Okay. I don't want your dog to die. So let's not use an example. Imagine that this boy standing here now. There's a boy standing here. His dog dies. If you say, what's the name of your own dog? Jerry. What kind of thing is that? No, we don't want that name from you. Why you call your dog Jerry? Mind yourself. Let's say your dog is Jack. There's nobody that's wearing Jack here. If you say Jack, come, Jack won't respond. His lack of response is not emblematic of recalcitrance. It's not being obstinate. It's not being stubborn. It's that because life has left it, it can no longer respond. Now, if you believe like I do, you can say, Jack, in the name of Jesus, come back to life. And Jack will jack up. And then he begins to walk. In that mode, if you say, Jack, come, he will come. Because such realities are captured within the living. If you have a God that is living, then your relationship with that God must be living. And if you find out that the relationship you have with him has no tokens of life, you will plead with him. It's a courtroom situation. Your word says, your word says, your word says, and because your word says, this is, I believe that. And then it happens. I was sharing this to my parents this afternoon because I traveled this morning to see them. And we're sharing around this line. That the believer must be desperate to come into a living relationship with God. Are you hearing me, my dear? What level are you? No, you. 2. You come. 100. Start it early. Start it early. You don't need to be told to come to prayer. Because you know that your life was designed to be lived by mirroring. It means if you do anything that you don't see God do, you are wrong. The son of his own doeth nothing except what he see. I can of myself do nothing. The son doeth only the things that he seeth the father do. So somebody came this morning and you offered that person something. Was God offering that person something? That's how your activities attract blessings. Somebody wants to go home now. It's not wrong to go home. But is God telling you to go home? When you call them, you were coming home. They even told you, stay. You say, no, no, no. Because you don't understand that sometimes God embeds his voice in other people's voices when he finds out that his children are God deaf. So you've been lazing around and God has been telling you, work hard. And you are just passing on that G and somebody is playing something on the radio and you hear, Murasisha or Remi. I'm lazy. Yes. He decided to allow somebody play music so that you will hear. But you must be desperate. People read their Bibles without coming into the life in scriptures. Don't drop it and walk away. Don't cry. Stay there. Sometimes, many times, understanding that gives life is a reward for staying.